Okay, we'll go live right away because I do have a lot of requests to do later on today. I like to get it done. So tonight I have off and I can play video games because the sun sets at like 12:15 p.m. It's that worst part of the season. It's just going to be dark. And so I'm looking forward to playing when it's dark out and fire on the fireplace. So, all right. Anyway, that's what we're here for. Okay, real quick. A lot of people, and rightly so, will go to older, wiser, experienced people for advice. And in this particular case, we're looking at Dave Ramsey and Dennis Prager. And as you should, when I was younger, as opposed to when I was older, I did these finance classes. I'd recommend Dave Ramsey's books, Robert Kiyosaki. I forget some other people, some standard, Milton Friedman, some basic stuff like that. And the reason why is because it worked. Dave Ramsey has done the Lord's work, both literally and figuratively, because he's a religious man. And he gets people to spend less than they make. He gets people out of debt. And whereas the formula or what he recommends may not be high finance, it's a roadmap and it works. Prager, his realm is not as specific, or I would say as simple as personal financial management. He targets a larger, broader group of topics, but things like morality, religion, obviously politics, obviously economics. But also, not as of recent, but he's always talked about in the sub-realm of morality and philosophy and point and purpose in life and religion. He's talked about marriage, the sexes between one another. And occasionally, every once in a while, I'll be talking about something. So I say, yeah, except Dave Ramsey recommends getting married and bailing girls out of their student loan debt or something like that. So what I've decided to do is highlight it if it hasn't been highlighted already. I think most of my regular listeners know. But if you're new, we got to get this out there. And it's not that they're liars. These guys are not malicious, or they're just wrong. These guys are just wrong. And I joke, world's greatest economist. In all reality, I'm not bad. I got a damn good track record. And if people had listened to me before, I'm really good at preventing people from making mistakes. I'm not really good at getting people wealthy because I screwed that one up. I think you should major in engineering. I think you should join the military. I think you should avoid chasing girls, but so I don't know. But man, I'm good at looking down and seeing what's coming down the pipe or the pike. Never knew what it was. And saying, hey, look out for this. Don't do that. But I don't have the audience. I don't have the reach or the readership. So here we go. Let's send a sortie out there and go save what we can. I'm going to talk about the exposed flank that both Prager and Dave Ramsey have. And that is, they're outdated, and that's what it is. It's not naive. If I was 87 years old like they are, actually, now we think about Kiyosaki, ain't no young pup, and he's getting red pill. So I'm real curious to watch him. But as it pertains to these guys, they're outdated. They got the wrong data. They think life is really great back in 1968. Yeah, tell me more about Harry Hoo-Ha. Tell me more about stagflation. And Prager, what I don't get with Prager, he's on his third marriage. What? And because they're from a different generation and because they're traditional and they're both religious, Dave Ramsey obviously is Christian. Dennis Prager is obviously Jewish. And if you're worth at all any kind of your salt, whether you're a Jew or a Christian, you would follow the rules within your religion telling you to, marriage is good, family, go be fruitful and multiply. I don't know if the Jews have that or not. I can understand that. Unfortunately, in today's world, with the dynamics that have happened after, no offense, guys, old farts like them are like, oh, I wonder if Matlock is on. That Andy Griffith fella. Dave Ramsey ain't that old. but they are completely unaware of the single largest risk facing men, and that is women. And I hate to sound so simple, and I don't mean to be controversial, but I don't know if you got, hey, Dennis, how much did your divorces set you back? Hey, Dave, does divorce have an effect on people's retirement planning at all? And I don't know. It's not that they're choosing side. Okay, yeah, you really ought to help girl in heaven. No, I'm here. No, that's cute. You're flying your F4 Phantom there, Captain Ramsey. That's cute. You're flying your F-20 Tiger Shark there, Captain Prager. But we got an F-35, and it's a little bit more adapted to the modern day problems we face. Let's hear here I come in. For all of you young guys out there, or maybe not so young guys, that are interested in living life, obviously your finances are a huge part of it. And finance is kind of like your body, okay? Your body relies on oxygen, hemoglobin carried through blood, okay? It's the lifeblood of your life, the lifeblood, and it has to circulate. Well, when it comes to interacting with the rest of society and living your life, the lifeblood of that interaction is money, specifically your time when you convert it into money, and you pay other people to transact, but it's money. That's how you live your life and interact with the rest of society. Now, hopefully you fall in love and find people who willingly want to exchange time. You're still exchanging time. You're still exchanging money through your time. But you have to understand how critical and vital your finances are. And unless you're physically ill or have some kind of health issues, the very, very, very close number, second thing you got to focus on is getting your financial act together, getting your finances straight. Heck, everyone wants to escape poverty. That's like, you don't even think about your health when you're young. It's probably finances are more important. And we could talk about communism, which hasn't fully been implemented yet, by the way. And we could talk about worthless degrees. There's a big threat, and I've tried to warn people about that. But what is almost a universal thing for all men is that you are going to be attracted to women. And you should be. That's how it is. You know, it's your nature. But in Western civilization, especially in the United States, just like higher education, just like socialism, there is the biggest threat to your finances is your pursuit of gals. Now, if you go out and date and have fun or whatever, that's fine. Okay, I'm not gonna say, oh, but you could get me too. That's a risk. What I'm really worried about is marriage, right? And I know everyone on my team, everyone here in this sphere, we know, but I don't know about the rest of people out there because people are still getting married. And I don't know about you guys, but I've seen my old man get divorced. I've seen parents and friends and everybody get divorced. My generation didn't mature up. The Gen Xers says, whoa, screw that divorce stuff. They say, I want me some of that divorce pie. Oh, it hurts. Why? Why did I do that? And I understand you're compelled, either out of religion, but more so biology. But guys, really, the number one thing you could do to improve your finances, don't have kids you can't afford. That's the number one thing. That involves women. Number two thing, which is tangential to having kids you can't afford, do not put women number one in your life. I'm not saying don't chase them. I'm not saying don't have fun. I'm not even saying if you find the right one, don't get married. I would say never get married, though, by the way. All right. But by God, guys, half the marriages end up in divorce, and you end up getting dragged off to divorce court, and I don't think you win that. Oh, yeah, fine. Every once in a while you hear an article if some rich gal has to pay out the guy. Right? That does not happen for the vast majority of you. It does not. And what's sad and tragic is Prager will give great life advice, great career advice, great philosophical advice, great religious advice. And Ramsey, he's spot on. He ain't wrong. And you'll build up this life and you'll build up your finances, and all of a sudden, blammo, divorce. It's like, don't you think you should warn men about this 1 in 2 chance of having their net worth halved? like having all their labor turned essentially into slave labor. When you factor in the government, that meant like 3/4 of their life was slaving away for other people. And these guys are not going to, I think Prager, because he believes it, Ramsey, probably because he believes it, but it would not do well to serve his market. He'd immediately lose half his market, which I understand. But for those of you, especially, for guys, I listen to Prager for his philosophical, religious, spiritual advice. Absolutely. Dave Ramsey, you want to learn how to get out of debt? Good. You want to learn about family planning in terms of financial planning, financial management of a family? Yeah, don't get married. Don't cohabitate in a common law marriage state. It's getting, and I'd like to say I'm being edgy and, ooh, look, it's a Daily Mail article, clickbait. No, that 1 out of 2 ain't no joke. How many of you? 1. Type 1 in the chat room if you suffered from divorce. Either you've been divorced or your parents got divorced. 0 if you haven't been affected by a divorce. Oh, I'll wait. Let's just go through some. Let's go through some super chats if we have any. Oh, we don't have any here. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to predict a lot of 1s coming in. Don't put 1 if it isn't 1. Put 0 if you've got. Here we go. 1 0 1 1 0. So we got 60%. Now we're 50-50. Like I said, 1 in 2 chance. Now we're back up to it's 4-3 divorce. 5-3 divorce. This is no joke. This is no joke. Now, another one. If I really wanted to be the annoying preacher's kid. Here, let me explain to you why preacher's kids are bad. Because we're armed with the knowledge of the religion, whatever. You could, I guess, imam kid or rabbi kid. So we could throw them back at them. Is lying by omission a lie? Because you guys aren't telling these young men to avoid marriage. Isn't that a high risk? I'm just wondering about that. Just wondering. Anyway, we don't deal in religion. We don't deal in idealism. And Prager's, I wish I could be as optimistic and as happy as him. He even wrote a book on it. But I can't. You guys are my guys. You're my guys. Dave Ramsey's got the old people. Dennis Prager's got the old people. I got you guys. I got the young guys. Guys, don't go through all the trouble of majoring in engineering, signing up for the military so you get the GI Bill and get risk of getting shot at, and then working hard, and then building it all up to have half of it taken away half the time. Please don't do that. I mean, it's sad that the vast majority of financial advice today that's going to be ultimately practical is things not to do as opposed to things to do, productive. But really, I really ought to just add to, in addition to not having kids you can't afford, don't major in stupid crap, don't major in crime, spend less than you make. 5 almost has to be for men to get married. And women, I hate to say, if we're going to be truly Machiavellian, I'm going to be a good consultant and help out my client. Probably the best thing for you girls to do is to get married. Although most of you don't want to, which I understand because we look at polling data and why would you? Of course, you were told not to. I understand. The people on the people up on the screen and the people behind the lectern and the professors and the teacher people all told you not to get married. You got to do what they tell you. I understand that. But right now, for anybody following their advice, which generally I'm like, yeah, you have to add the asterisk, especially if you're younger, adjusting for today's generations, adjusting for the risk that you guys face. Do not get married. And if you don't believe me, here's all the data. This book I didn't pull out of my ass. All the data's right there. Had it audited by an actuary. It's not good, guys. It's not good. I mean, it's not bad either. At least you know the rules of the game with that book. At least you know what you're getting into. You know what decisions to make, what actions and behaviors to do and not to do. But for anyone who's like relatively new to this world, you never seen me before, and like you got your, I think I want to get married. No. We need to improve upon the original. so that at least the advice we're giving is practical to today, not 1964. Well, gee willikers, would it be swell to take Peggy Sue to the sock hop? Oh, she's looking very pretty. Hello, sir. There's a full head of hair. Young Dave Ramsey's got a flowery little carnation. Hello, I'm here to pick up whoever he was going out with. Peggy Sue. Oh, hello, Dave. And he tussles Dave's full set of hair back then. And they went off and they got themselves a sarsaparilla. They looked at each other. Maybe they even had two straws in the same sarsaparilla. Who knows what love happened back in the day? Yeah, now that woman, fast forward 30, 40, 50 years, is showing her hoo-ha on Instagram, or not Instagram, fans only, OnlyFans, whatever site. She's paying back her student loans that you guys told them to go follow the heart. Money will follow. Any degree is a good degree. Yeah, she's paying that off by pulling tricks through seeking arrangement. Yeah, and libertarian, I'm all for that. Don't even have any moral judgment about that. But this naive, boomer, idealistic stuff, we all watch Kiyosaki. Watch Kiyosaki. Watch him. Because I'm a nobody, frankly. He's bigger than me, obviously. You watch him. Because if we're going to go through financial planning, I think at the very most basic thing, we should be telling men, hey, there's this thing that could wipe half of it out. And there's a half a chance of that happening. I mean, if you had a 1 in 2 chance of getting cancer, wouldn't you want to screen for it? There's a 1 in 2 chance you go out today, and if you drive that car, you're going to get in a car accident. Maybe I'll take the bus. Maybe I'll walk. But I'll love her. And the Jesus God, or the Yahweh God, said to Mary, and Dennis Prager said she won't leave me. And the Dave Ramsey said that money, you could pay off her student loans in communist-hating male studies. I don't know why I sound like Forrest Gump. So take all that advice. It's not wrong. And admittedly, with Prager, there's a lot of do as I say, not as I do. So there's that. But if I could add a little, not even a chapter, just a footnote, don't get married. Just that little asterisk, little cappy addendum, don't get married. Either consciously or through common law marriage. Then you're going to do all right. But, I'm sorry, was that too, were we not supposed to be nice? Oh. Am I being too mean? Am I hurting people's feelings? I forgot, feelings are more important than half your net worth. All right, let's scroll. Lots of ones. Factions, T. Lou, $5. I wonder how fast hunger would end in Africa if they stopped having kids for 2 years. It would end very quickly. I think Ethiopia, Chad, it's like the fertility rate is 8 children per person or per woman. Yeah. If you have, what would that be? 60% less mouths to feed? Yes. Well, yes, you 75% less mouths to feed if I do the math right. Robert Kiyosaki. Yeah. There we go. No, because I don't believe in Islam. I understand the sentiment, but I don't choose. Look, most people choose religion like they do sports teams to cheer for. They're not part of the team. It's vicarious. It's not participatory. You need, in my stupid opinion, you need to believe in the religion to participate in it and convert to it. And I'm still waiting for people to come up to me and say, here's the proof, join this religion. Oh, the proof, you got the proof. All right, I'll join that religion. All I get is you'll burn in hell. And that's on, well, okay, the Jews got the best marketing. We don't care if you join us or not. Well, no, I kind of want to join you. Christians, not a good salesmanship. You'll burn in hell if you don't join. And then Muslims probably have the worst marketing. Join us or die. We could all take some marketing classes at the Carlson School of Management. Even if it's not that good of a marketing, we could learn the idea of marketing. I think that might help out. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. I'll see you guys later. Toodles. Oh, wait, by the way, there's books linked below if you want to